Hey guys, Jimmy with the General Expert channel here on YouTube. In this video, I'm going to be installing a water line from this refrigerator down into the basement into the main cold water line. Standard disclaimer here. As with all videos on YouTube, never do what I do. This video is for entertainment purposes only. The things I do could be wrong, could lead to injury, property damage, or death. Please do your own research, come to your own conclusions, and read the directions on anything that you buy. I went to the hardware store and picked up this kit. It's a 25-foot poly tubing with all of the fittings and the valve included. All right, so first thing that I have to do is pull my refrigerator away from the wall. One thing you'll notice here is my particular situation, I already have a copper line coming down from the basement. I'm going to disregard this because I want to replace it. There are some kinks in the line and the fitting on the other end isn't there. It's just not usable. Here's the bottom back of the fridge, and you can see this poly line here with the red cap on it. I'm going to go ahead and remove this, and there you can see the fitting that we are going to be connecting to. So here we are down in the basement, and you can see there's the copper line coming straight down from the kitchen, and it routes all the way through there, and you can see where it flows through all of these boards. And here's the other end of it that I was telling you about. And yes, I am lucky. I already have the fitting installed on my cold water line, but you can see the end of the copper tubing doesn't have the correct fittings. So what I'm just going to do is replace all that with the poly line. Now, since I don't need any of this copper tubing, I'm gonna go ahead and make a cut with some lineman's pliers, and I'll cut the copper here so when I go back up, I can just pull it up through the floor, and I'll just remove it all here. I actually came back up to the refrigerator side of things, and I'm just going to make the cut here. There we go. So now that that's cut, I should be able to go down into the basement and just pull that through the floor. Okay, so now that all of the old copper is removed, all we have to do is reroute the poly line in the same place. I'm going to start by just trying to push it through the original hole and see where that takes me. All right, so hopefully you can see that. The line did come through, so I'm just gonna grab that and start pulling it. All right, there we go. It's coming through. Now that our tubing has been run, it's coming all the way over to the original fitting that was here. And all I have to do is put these 3 pieces on the poly tubing. Everything is tightened down nicely, and we are ready to head back up to the refrigerator side. So the directions here say to leave about 8 foot of the tubing behind the refrigerator to allow for cleaning. What that'll do is actually give you some slack, so the next time you need to pull your refrigerator out, you won't be tugging on this line. All right, so get your mark and just make your cut. Since our refrigerator does have a threaded 1/4 inch fitting, we are going to set up our poly line just like we did down in the basement. The only thing left to do is to tighten everything down. You are going to want to make sure that your fittings are nice and tight by using a few wrenches to finish off the connection. The last thing to do is going to be to open the valve, and I do see water flowing through there. And here I am at the fridge side. I definitely do not see or feel any leaks here either. Okay, so the very last test is going to test for water. And there you can see, getting water. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Hopefully it helped you out some. If it did, please hit the thumbs up, comment below, subscribe to my channel, all that good stuff. The last thing you wanna do is make sure you recheck the fittings for leaks, little dribbles of water, something like that. I would just leave the refrigerator moved away from the wall for at least an hour or so. Come back, check, with your finger, and just make sure that there's no leaks at any of the fittings that you did. If there are no leaks, you're probably good, and I would put the refrigerator back and be done with it. All right, thanks again, guys. I'm Jimmy with the General Expert here on YouTube. Peace out. I'll see you in the next one. I almost forgot. The very, very last step of all of this is going to be to secure the extra line. You can see I added a zip tie, and then I used some strong duct tape to tape it to the back of the refrigerator.